and welcome to Saturday Sunday with Connie. Today, my guest star is the amazing Krystal from KrystalTheYarnyChicken&CrazyCatLady. How are you doing today, Krystal?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. It was kind of screeching a little bit. But yeah, everything's going good today. Trying to stay out of trouble. And let's see, we have Lisa, Sid, and Vanessa and Roberta, Anita, and Robin that joined us. How are all of y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? And are y'all staying out of trouble? Sid says she's gonna pop us up on her TV while she does the dishes. Dishes is something that never ends. Dishes will always be there for you. Just like the song by Bon Jovi, I'll be there for you. That's what your dishes are saying to you. The Let's see. Lisa says you have to be bright eyed and bushy tailed for fun day. Yeah, hopefully y'all all have fun today. Yeah, coffee. Yeah. So what type of coffee you have today, Krystal?
Um, I think it's Folgers and it's caramel macchiato creamer.
Yeah, I had my cinnamon Starbucks with cinnamon coffee creamer. And I'm telling y'all gotta try that. It is good. If y'all love cinnamon, and let's see. Roberta's sewing her body parts together. You're still working on the alien gnome, right? And Lisa says she cannot stay out of trouble. Yeah. Especially when she's around me and Cindy. Let's see. Robin says still too tired to crochet. So sad.
Oh, I hope you
Yeah,
feel better, Robin.
yeah, I do too, Robin. The sad thing with COVID though is the fact that the tiredness lingers.
Yeah,
So,
my
but
mom had that problem too.
you'll pretty much get to the point where all the other symptoms goes away, but that tiredness and fatigue lingers. Like it lasted with me for about a month.
Hmm. My mom, she would get spurts of energy and then just get wore out really, really quickly.
And we also have Linda that joined us. How are you doing today, and what are you working on? Well, she's working outside, and she's listening. Lisa says I'm sewing in the ends of my flowering treve, hoping to get it done. Oh, my gnome that I'm working on. Oh, the weaving in the ends on that thing, because it's like it has a beanie and you're changing colors on every single row, and it
Hmm.
starts off where you just have 6 stitches. And like weaving in those ends was hard because you had like nothing to like fold over. And it was like trying to get in there. I was like, oh my. But I think I have about 12 more rows left on the hat for it. Or maybe 15. But it's like the increases are happening, so it's not as bad now. but um but yeah, that had a something else on it. You were
I
saying
can understand what you're talking about because the amigurumi, when I start and it's um, in a magic ring and it goes like 5 or 6 stitches. Very hard to get started, and depending on the hook size too, it's a pain.
But the one good thing is that after that, I just have the coffee cup and the braids and then putting it together. So, and I also got to learn how to do the crab stitch. I've
Not
never
too
done
hard.
I've never done that one. Because at the end of the hat, they have you do the crab stitch. So I got to look that up. Let's see. Anita says my middle name is Trouble according to my family. I'm alternating between dishes, laundry, and a gnome. The gnome is a good thing. And laundry is the same way as dishes. It'll always be there for you. Roberta says dishes in my house or more like the police. I'll be watching you. And Robin says that's what I keep hearing. I unpacked one suitcase today and it wore me out. Hmm. It takes time. Oh, we have Amanda in the house. Hey, Amanda, how are you? And what are you working on? Linda says, I just finished my washcloth stitch for the week, working in the garden today since it's not raining. So Roberta says, I'll love the crab stitch. I hear crab and I think of, the seafood crab, the little red guy. Oh, and Angela's also here. How are you doing today? And she's drinking water and still working on her daughter's crochet top. Awesome. So, do you have any new designs that you're planning to do, Krystal?
um, there was two that I wrote down that people suggested. I know one was a peacock and I can't remember the other one. But those will eventually, and then I still have to write up my pattern for my shrug that I did. But um, other than that, no, not really.
I think the peacock will be gorgeous.
If I can figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I like me, I wouldn't even know how to amigurumi, like designing.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one day I can start designing gnomes. That would be fun. But I always
Yeah.
love the peacocks with the feathers, the colors of them. And I even saw on Facebook a solid white peacock. That was
Oh, wow.
gorgeous. Um, so any aliens in your future?
I think actually you asked me to design an amigurumi alien. Maybe that was the other one. So, yeah, maybe an alien. Peacock and an alien.
Yeah, all your other amigurumi designs have been of animals, and then you'll have
Hmm.
that alien as the exception. Let's see. We also have Jody that joined us, and I thought there was someone else. Okay, looks like just Jody. How are you doing today, Jody? And what are you working on? And let's see. Amanda says, I'm good, not yet working on anything. Just boxed up the prizes from last night's live. Yeah, I joined in on Amanda's live last night for about 5 minutes. I go log in, Frank comes home from the store. Then I got distracted. Um oh, Anita says she thinks someone had said a goat. That would be cute.
I'll have to write that down. We used to have goats back in the late 90s, and I love goats.
I always love goats at the petting zoos. And it always makes me think too. One time me and Frank went to the zoo in Lafayette and he was petting on the head of a goat. and this goat was just eating it up. So I go to try to pet the goat. The goat just kept headbutting me. It's like, no, I want Frank. I want Frank back. Vanessa, Vanessa says, I am uh, puttering about the kitchen, getting Mister some lunch. I will put on the kettle and have a cup of instant coffee. This is my first live I've joined. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's live, Vanessa, and thank you for stopping by. And let's see. We also have Erica that joined us. Hi, Erica. How are you today? And what are you working on? So, my next question I have for you, Krystal, is let's see. I'm trying to think of something I didn't ask you on the last live, when you were live with me last time. Um, did I ask you what was your favorite thing you've designed so far?
I think you did, but I can answer that again. My favorite thing that I've designed so far is probably my circular shawl, the roundabout ruffle shawl. I absolutely love that one. So that's out of like a wearable. Now my amigurumi, I would have to say my chicken and my cardinals.
I love your cat one.
Pinkski,
I
yeah,
think,
it's over there.
yeah, I think that's my favorite out of your amigurumis. But I am a cat person.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my two cats I think are sleeping right now. And Allie was actually more perky yesterday. She actually came sit by me for a while. I was so happy.
Oh.
It's like you're lucky when she graces you with her presence, where she comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
She don't do it real often. And normally when she does, it's when she's in her clingy mode. Then she won't leave your side. Let's see. We have Kenny that joined us and Laura Lee. And how are all of y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? Oh, I love that idea. Lisa wants you to do an amigurumi of the biscuit. I
That
guess
could
she
be
means like
possible.
I guess she means like a biscuit.
No, I think she means your husband.
That would be really horrid though.
Yeah.
I know the biscuit gnome. Try to make a gnome that looks like Frank. You see, Roberta, I'm giving you some gnome ideas. Erica says I love goats too. We have almost 30 goats right now. Ooh, and we are bottle feeding a baby that was premature. Oh,
Oh, I've actually bottle fed a baby goat before. I used to have one. His name was Draco, and I named him after the dragon on Dragonheart. And he lived to
oh,
be about 4 months old, died of pneumonia, but we had to bottle feed him. He was almost like a little dog. He would follow me around the yard, sit in my lap. I mean, he was just the sweetest thing ever.
too cute. And there's
Hmm.
something about baby animals,
Yeah.
and and especially like when you like bottle feeding them, because
Hmm.
like, well, my cat Allie, when we first got her, we had to bottle feed her, and it kind of like it gives you like this special bond,
Hmm.
to an animal when you have to bottle feed it.
Hmm.
And let's see. Erica says she is three weeks old and doing great. We named her Orange Blossom. Oh, cute name. And my chat jumped on me. Okay, there I am. Anita says my goat Wilbur this morning. He jumped up and put his front hooves on my chest and stretched his neck out to be
Oh,
scratched. Aww.
how sweet.
And, And Anita has she has a lot of animals. One day she sent me a picture for different animals, and they were in one of my pet videos too. I was just like, oh, I love seeing all those pictures. And Sid says, I am making a bunch of granny squares and plan on linking them together and space in between and make kitchen curtains, working on my granddaughter's blanket and my daughter's sweater.
Um, Now, Pastor McQuody said earlier in the chat that something about her wolf. She had emailed me and asked me if she knew of a pattern or if I had one designed for a wolf, and I don't. So I went and found one, and she has commissioned me to make her a wolf for her daughter or granddaughter. I can't remember. I think it's the granddaughter for Christmas. So that will be something that I'll be working on soon. I'm almost done with my sister's amigurumis. I've done the dinosaur and the unicorn. I finished Groot, I think, yesterday morning, and I'm working on the mermaid. So, and then my next project will be Cindy's. And then my sister's mom wants a rooster. She has a pattern picked out, but she has to order the yarn and buy the pattern. So I do have a couple of more orders coming in that I'll be working on too.
Sweet.
She says her daughter. Okay.
And we also have Chris that joined us. Hi, Chris. How are you doing today, and what are you working on? Krystal, do you have your whips and finished objects around you right now?
Well, I have some over there, and I have one right here, the one I'm working on.
So I was going to say if you wanted to show everybody.
Okay. 1 second.
Okay. I'll read some comments while oh, you're quick.
Yeah, it's just like right there. Okay, now the people know that I was doing Groot. Now, the Groot pattern that I found, or actually it's a tutorial for baby Groot, it comes out to be like that big. Well, I made the legs longer. I used bigger hook, a little bit bigger yarn, and that's how big it turned out.
Oh, that's so cute.
I don't know if y'all can see the little leaves. Yeah, y'all can.
Yeah, let me try to make it.
Technically, the tutorial for Groot is as big as its leg. So it turned out a lot bigger. It's like a teenage Groot, I guess.
It's too cute though.
It didn't have a mouth, so I did add a mouth on it, kind of like a sideways smile. And I asked my sister, because I didn't have a lot of dark brown. I said, do you mind if it's light brown or do you want dark brown? She goes, light brown's fine. But I did have some small dark brown to make the vine and some green to make the leaves. The other thing I'm working on is a mermaid. Now, this one, I've had to adjust technically everything about this pattern. Now, when you look at the pattern, the lady is holding the body with the legs and the neck, and it comes out this big. And she's using a 2mm hook. And she needs a 2 and a 3mm is what the pattern calls for. I've taken it and adjusted it to a 4mm and a 4.5. Now, I did do some adjustments to make it a lot bigger, because even the body's being like that tall, and then the head would have made it like that. But it looked like a huge bobble head with a little bitty body. So this is what I've come out with.
Oh, I like that.
And it does, the tail comes off, and you have the body. And so it can be the mermaid, or, and this is what I was working on when I lost track of time. The little dress.
Oh, that is sweet.
And I am almost done with this one. I got to put a white ruffle at the bottom, and then it's supposed to have a covering with the hot pink that like splits on each side. So, and then there's one other dress. It's blue, white, and dark blue. So it's it's been challenging, but I did get it done, and I'm very excited. I hope my oldest niece likes it.
I think she'll love it.
I hope so. And it is supposed to be Ariel from The Little Mermaid, if y'all can't tell.
It looked like her. So, is there anything that's going on your channel right now that you want to let everybody know about?
Well, June is coming up, and that is my birthday month. There will be a couple of giveaways, and then I'll have a birthday live on June 25th. So save that date. And I'll be drawing winners and also giving away prizes on the live. So,
Yeah, can't wait. Happy early birthday. And I think everyone here probably knows Krystal.
mm-hmm.
But if y'all don't, go check out her channel. She is amazing. She's awesome. She's
Thank
one
you.
of the people that encouraged me to start my channel. So yeah, and I do have her channel link in the description box of today's live, and it's also pinned to the top of the chat. And if one of my moderators could also drop Krystal's link, that would be awesome, Saul. Let's see. Erica says she's doing well and working on Rainbow Shawl using the granny stitch. Ooh, nice. And I love the granny stitch.
Mm-mm.
Anita says your cardinals are her favorite.
Yeah, because she was the one that originally asked me to design it. And so this is the male cardinal. And she asked me to design a male cardinal. She didn't ask me to do the female and or the nest. So it's she got all those, and I did dedicate the pattern to her. And because she did request it, and I thought it was only right for it to be dedicated to her.
Ooh, I have another idea for an amigurumi. A dolphin. That
Yeah.
would be cute. Yeah, I think that would be an awesome one. Let's see. We have Cindy and Lisa the Grammy and Candace that joined us. And I'm trying to see if anyone else did too. I think that's everybody. But how are y'all doing and what are y'all working on? See, I'm giving you more ideas, huh, Krystal?
Yeah, I need to write down the dolphin.
Before you know it, your sofa's going to be covered with animal amigurumis.
Yeah.
Let's see. Laura Lee says, I'm putting my ragdoll cat together, then on to putting the 96 granny squares together. Awesome.
That's a
Oh,
lot of sewing.
yeah. That's one of the things that I don't like with knitting and crocheting. It's like having to sew a bunch of stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I'll do some, like especially when I make beanies, how sometimes you have to sew things on, but I don't like big panels and stuff like that, having to sew it together. It looks like Lisa wants a biscuit amigurumi too. Let's see. Chris is saying it's long time. It's been a long time since he's seen the duo. Yeah, because I think didn't last month. I think something happened last month where we didn't go live together on my channel.
Yeah. I think so.
But then I think we ended up doing it later or something. I don't remember.
Mm, I think we did it on a Saturday. I think we did.
Let's see. Erica saying baby goats are just like puppies. Aww.
Hmm.
Roberta says I'm having fits with an alien. Now you want me to do Frank? But if somebody could actually do that, that would be cute and funny. Laura saying she's having a hard time typing today. My kitchen curtain became a rat. It was too cute for a curtain. Yeah, sometimes our projects don't come out like we had quite hoped.
Hmm.
And let's see. Anita wanted to know if you had found a bigger mermaid pattern.
I think that was she asked that before I showed it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I
And
think I answered her question on that. I just kind of to begin, I kind of used that pattern as a guide, more or less, and just kind of went and did my own thing at certain points. And then now for the dress, I am using that specific pattern, but I had to adjust the initial stitch count in the very beginning, the starting chain. But other than that, I'm following that pattern.
see, I kind of thought you had, but I wasn't completely sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like miss anyone's someone's questions. So
Yeah.
let's see. Vanessa says I am seeing your designs for the first time. I just wasn't sure what to expect today. Um, you like you never know what topics we will get into on a live. I mean, we do
Yeah.
some morning talk, and then we'll start talking about some other stuff.
Mhm.
Sometimes I do a little bit of trivia on my lives or getting to know you type questions. On the end of my Saturday lives, I do a small giveaway. Um, so we'll be doing that at the end of today's live. Let's see. Where was I? Yep, Crystal's the crazy chicken cat lady.
Mhm.
Yeah, the other day I was going to say your channel name in my video, and normally I don't have problems saying your channel name, and I got twisted on. I was like, ah!
Yeah, Joe, Garden State Gardener, he says I have the longest name on YouTube. And I just tell him, just call me Krystal the Yarny. Everybody might know who you're talking about. Just shorten it because that is part of the name. And most people do know who I am. So you don't really have to say the whole name if you don't want to. So.
Oh, Lisa the Grammy, I hope your headache goes away. She's having a migraine. I hope you feel better soon.
Me too, Lisa.
Laura Lee's hoping Hobie still has lucky bags on payday. Robin says, Mister thinks we need to start keeping chickens. It's all Crystal's fault.
I love our chickens.
I think Crystal should crochet some little outfits for her chickens. Ooh, we have a
I would
visitor.
only be able to catch one. Um, the other three won't let me get near them. Now, if I'm being still, they'll walk around me. But if I go to grab them or pick them up, nope, they won't have nothing to do with me. And they're just wild like that. So,
Aw. Look who came join us. It's Alley Cat.
hi, Allie.
Let's see, we have Sally that joined us. How are you doing today, Sally? Oh, and Colleen too. How are you? And Brenda and Regina. And my chat just totally jumped on me. Let's see if anyone else joined us. I think that's everyone. How are y'all? And what are y'all working on? Yeah, tell everyone you own me, Allie. I am her property. Roberta says, I am in the thinking stages of a kitty mermaid. Ooh, that would be cute.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Candace says, hope you are all doing good. I'm glad I know how to crochet. COVID hit my family, not just fun.
Mm.
Um, I hope everyone in your family feels better soon. Um, I had my experience with COVID. Me and my husband both back in January. My husband had caught COVID pneumonia and was in the hospital for a week. So the one thing is, if you start like having bad symptoms, you know, go to like the emergency room, because it's nothing to play with.
Yeah.
And with Frank's situation, he had been going to the doctor, and a good thing he finally decided to go to the emergency room, but he wasn't getting better. He kept feeling worse. Anita's waiting for Father's Day to give it to her dad. And let's see. Lorley says, I want to try Yarn Joy's crochet flat braid join. It's a lot of work, but I want to enter it in the fair. I've never heard of that. Sounds interesting. Sounds like it would be pretty. Let's see. Colleen says she's sleepy. Let's see. Oh, Regina's working on her summer top and water and her lunch break. Okay, Laura Lee has a question. Krystal is way more experienced with amigurumi than I am. But Laura Lee's asking, any hints for getting the back on these amigurumi eyes? I'm having a hard time.
Okay, so if your crochet is a little thicker, put the how can I? Okay, just say you're gonna put them on the outside here. Turn it around and put your thumbs against the outside like this on the eyes and push the top down and pinch in between your fingers to try to snap the back on. That's the only way I know that sometimes, like if the yarn's a little thicker, the backs won't snap in place. Um, but sometimes I really have to push hard until it catches the lip.
And for me, like I've done one little amigurumi breast cancer awareness pumpkin, and
Mhm.
then I'm making my first gnome. So that's all the amigurumi that I've done. Let's see. Laura Lee thinks the backs to these eyes are the wrong size.
Mm, that could be too.
And let's see. Brenda's working on the bride and groom gnome for her daughter's wedding.
Oh,
I can't wait to see that when she takes pictures of it. That's gonna be
that'll be cute.
and y'all need to see the last the last gnome that Brenda made, which I will be showing it on me and Barbara's live the third Wednesday of June. But she's posted it in a lot of the Facebook groups and stuff. It is just too cute. Have you seen it yet, Krystal?
Mm-mm,
Oh, it is
so
cute. She posted it in my Facebook group, and I've seen it in some other groups.
I'll have
Too.
to look.
So she may have posted it in yours. But it is so
She may
cute.
have. I haven't looked at my group recently, so since Thursday.
Colleen says sun hat for the 3.5 year old. Yeah, it was about the same time. I think I was getting over it when you came down with it, Amanda. But I found a lot of people caught it around that time. Oh, Vanessa, this is my alley cat. This is my grumpy little cat. she loves to she loves to hiss and growl, and she's kind of more aloof, but she, whenever she's lovable, she's like a real sweetheart. And I think she's starting to get into her clingy phase again. But sometimes when I'm live, she insists on doing this, where she like hugs my shoulder and like leans over it.
Aw.
Robin says her cough is a little better today. That's good. That's good. Colleen says she wants pink hair hanging from it. That reminds me, I had seen this thing on Facebook that I had shared on my Facebook page with like all these different hairstyles. Where, I mean, it was like artwork how they styled the hair. Like some looked like like it was flowers, but it was, the hair designed to look that way. I mean, it was just like it was beautiful, the a lot of the hairstyles. Yep, this is my alley. Brenda says, got the body parts of the groom done. Have to stuff and put together, then start the bride. Sweet. Yeah, and Lisa says her husband had a kidney disease, and when he got COVID, it dropped down to 19% function because he was so dehydrated. But at least he's gotten over that now, so that's good. And let's see. Yeah, with my cats, they pop in every now and then. You never know when they're gonna be on one of my videos. Funny thing is, my other cat Sophie is more the social butterfly, and she's been on fewer videos than Allie. And I would have thought it would be the opposite. Let's see. And Amanda likes cats as long as they belong to other people. Cats are funny. You never know what they're gonna do or get into. And Colleen says she hadn't seen it yet. I guess she's referring to Brenda's. She really enjoys the gnomes she's done. And Brenda did post it on your page, Krystal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Colleen says, I am making some to get the tutus off her head, the tutus off her head. um, Amanda says, I missed it. Her pit bull introduced himself last night during her live by knocking the tripod with the camera phone off the table, sending it flying. Nothing broke, but it was funny. Yeah, I wish I would have caught that. And we also have Kathy that joined us. How are you doing today, Kathy? And what are you working on? And let's see. Yep, your, your dog crashed Johnny's birthday party. And let's see. I think I'm all caught up in the chat. So so what do you find is your favorite type of yarn to use, Krystal?
It kind of depends on what I'm doing, but mostly I use like 4-weight yarn.
And do you like sparkly yarn? What colors of yarn do you love the most?
I do like sparkly yarn, but it depends on the project, too. So
Yeah, I do agree with that. Some
yeah,
projects it don't look right on.
like socks, you don't want sparkly in the socks because it could be scratchy on your feet, so I wouldn't use sparkly yarn for socks, but definitely for shawls.
Yep. Yeah. I love the sparkles and shawls, and especially the cape yarn with the sparkles. Ooh,
Yeah.
those are gorgeous. And let's see. It looks like Kathy's knitting socks. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And let's see. What else do I want to ask you, Krystal? Um, I don't think I've asked you this question on a live before. How did you decide to start your channel?
Um, well, way back in 2012, I was watching YouTube and I come across all these animal videos. And I was like, oh, well, I take pictures and videos of my animals all the time. So I'll just start posting videos of my animals. Well, time went by and I forgot about my YouTube. And then I think in 2020, no, yes, late 2020, I think I started my channel. And that's when I first kind of was like into crochet at the end of 2019. So that's it, just kind of switched from animals to yarn. Now it's kind of like a mixture of gardening, animals, and yarn.
And Lauralee wants to know how the gardening's going, or the garden's going.
I just saw one of my cucumbers that I planted last Monday or this past week that I replanted. It's already sprouting, so I'm happy about that. We'll see how many more come up.
Awesome. You can make some pickles.
Yeah, I actually plan to because that's going to be. I originally had 22 cucumber plants. Now I was down to 7. The rest of them got killed off or weed eaten down by my brother. So um, I replanted, I think, 27 or 29 seeds. We'll see how many come up. So if they all come up, I'm going to have over 30 plants. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure out something to do with all them cucumbers.
Cucumbers everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We have Stephanie that joined us. Hi, Stephanie. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Oh, one thing I do want to let everybody know, I all the semifinalists have been confirmed. So I set the date to pick the grand prize winner for my collab giveaway. It's going to be Tuesday, May 31st at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to schedule it as a premiere. It will be a pre-recorded video, but the chat will open up when it first premieres, so everyone can chat and stuff like that. Um, I know I'm looking forward to seeing who the grand prize winner is going to be.
Yeah.
Um, I actually I tried to do my first short video earlier to let everybody know about this, and I've never done one before. And I have my camera horizontally, so I go to upload it, and it's all sideways. I'm like, oh, I gotta delete that. So I'm gonna record another video later on, but because that's how I normally film with my camera horizontally, but with a short it has to be vertically. So I was like, oh, y'all not gonna like it being sideways, so I better get that down. But yeah, I'm excited to see who's gonna win, but I'll know before y'all do. And earlier today I did release my Gobbles the Turkey beanie pattern. It's a knitted pattern. So that's now available in my Ravelry store, and I have the pattern giveaway going on. And and there's also still time to enter my candy cane beanie pattern giveaway too. And today's the last day of my buy one get one free sale for my patterns. So if y'all want to take advantage of the deal, today's the last day. Let's see. I thought I had seen something that okay, never mind. I thought I had a comment that I had missed. Oh, I do. Okay, here it is. Stephanie says, I'm doing well, thanks. I'm thinking about crocheting a tank top or crop top. I'm also working on a Wonder Woman knit shawl for my mom right now. Yeah, I loved Wonder Woman whenever I was a kid. Did you used to watch it, Krystal?
No. When I was growing up, I watched like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry, and uh, played a lot of Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, like I watched like the one with Linda Carter. I wanted to turn around and become Wonder Woman, but my cartoons were I loved Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Smurfs,
Mm-hmm.
Jim and the Holograms. Those were my favorite cartoons. So let us know in the chat what cartoons you loved to watch as a kid. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share some free patterns with y'all. These are all knit lace shawl patterns. I figured Krystal would love that. And hopefully I didn't share any of these before. I think they're all new ones. So let me pull them up. And I do have the links for all these patterns in the description box of today's live. And this one is a cameo flower by Mia Rinda. And look at all that lace work.
Wow, that is
Beautiful.
pretty.
I think lace work is so pretty in knitting. And there it is in a different color. And really it looks completely different there.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next one. And this one, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but there is an audio, so I'm gonna play that.
Peipponen.
That's the name of the song. Heidi Allender. And look at her beautiful. I like that shade of pink right here.
Well, that is cool.
So do you have any more lace work patterns you're planning to do?
I have a couple picked out, but I haven't started on them yet.
See, one thing I wish more of them had the instructions written out instead of using graphs.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get myself comfortable with doing it from graph. I mean, it really shouldn't be that hard because it's mostly symbols for the stitches. But it's that having to go back and forth to look to see what is this symbol for.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's get the next one. This is the Ashton Shawlette by DOT. And he has a lot of beautiful patterns, but most of the patterns you have to pay for. But this one is actually free.
That one's kind of cool.
Show it in some of the different colors and all. But yeah, I like a lot of DOTs. Like whenever I've done searches on Ravelry, I'm just like, ooh, she has some beautiful patterns. But
Hmm.
unfortunately, she does shorts. This one I'm showing now. I love this one. It's the Wild Swan by Anne Leese. However you say that, I'm not even going to attempt. But look at
Hmm.
how gorgeous. But this is one that has a graph too.
Hmm.
But this is one day I am going to attempt it one day. I'm going to get over my fear of graph. Well, I like how that has a swan in the picture. Here it is in blue. Ooh, that's another color variety.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh, this one has,
Looks like beads.
yeah. Ooh. But yeah, I think this one is beautiful.
That one is.
Oh, I like that blue and pink together. I think that's pretty much all the color combinations. Then I have one final pattern to show you. This one's called Flowers Bunch Shawl by Williams Crafts. And look at how pretty that is.
Mm.
Oops. For some reason, it didn't seem to want to clip. Okay, and here's the last picture there. But all these patterns are linked in the description box of today's live. So, if if any of y'all are interested in making any of those patterns, that's where you can find it. Let's see, we have Granny D in the house and Mom, Tammy. That's
Hi,
Krystal's,
Mom.
if y'all don't know. Oh, really, Allie? That's cats for you. Let's see. How are all of y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? Now my cat's deciding to clean herself. Okay, let's see. Lisa says Jim is truly outrageous. Yeah, it's Showtime Synergy. That's part of the cartoon for those that haven't watched it yet. Lisa says Scooby Doo. Scooby, Scooby Doo. Anita says Flintstones, Captain Caveman, Speed Buggy. Sid says Speed Buggy. I can't talk today. HR Puffin stuff. Scooby Doo, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, Sigmund, and the Sea Monster. Stephanie says Captain Planet, The Magic School Bus, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Sailor Moon, and just so many others. I loved cartoons as a kid. But is it just me, or does it seem like cartoons weren't what they used to be?
They're not.
It was something special waking up on a Saturday morning to watch cartoons. And Stephanie also says Scooby Doo. My advice, Brenda, when it comes to doing the lace work with knitting, you take it one stitch at a time. Take
Hmm.
it slow. Use lifelines. and
Yes.
stitch markers too. Um, and because for the most part, it's the same stitches. It's just, you doing them in different orders and in a way to make a pretty lace work.
I just wanted to say, Brenda, don't let it intimidate you. Um, I was very intimidated with my first shawl by Expression Fiber Arts. And by the end of it, I was so proud of myself for just jumping in and doing it. It it gave me a sense of accomplishment, and that grows each time I finish another shawl. I just feel more proud and more, especially when, and you're going to mess up. You're going to mess up. But when you eventually get the hang of it enough to not mess up, you're even 10 times more proud of yourself. So don't let it intimidate.
And really, you just have to jump in and do it.
Yeah.
And most things look more intimidating than what they actually are.
Yeah.
Ooh, mom's making vegetable beef soup and homemade biscuits. What did I tell you? You can't eat the biscuit. The biscuit is off limits. We're always clowning about biscuits. Ooh, Lisa says that one of the shawls would be pretty in peacock colors. Yes, it would. Kat Kathy says made the Ashton Charlotte with Linda Simpson and Gina with Knitting Turnpike. Knit alone.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, with knitting, it's usually like around like a 2.25, 2.5, 3
I've
millimeter.
seen the sizes in between 2 millimeter knitting needles and up to 4.5 knitting needles. So it can range anywhere from those. So
Yeah. And some patterns, they're not as per se as detailed lacy as what I showed, but you can still do lace work with like number 4 weighted yarn, even.
mm-hmm.
So,
Just be thicker.
hmm and usually it's not as you know, like you'll have kind of like a little bit of lace work. It's not like lacy like how these patterns were. Hopefully, I'm explaining myself well.
Not a lot of open work, but some every once in a while.
Ooh, Lisa's gonna go have breakfast. Ooh, I want to know what's for breakfast, Lisa. Let's see. Everyone's commenting on the shawls, and I lost my spot again. Stephanie says cartoons nowadays are just so bad compared to the ones from when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know if Lulu's channel link got dropped yet. But one thing too, Lulu, if you type the word drop in the chat, it will automatically drop your channel link. And this goes for anybody that has channels. If you type the word drop, Nightbot will drop your link. And Sid is asking Krystal if she uses 4 Cotton Kings, would that be enough to do that Stevie Nicks shawl?
Um, you mean like 4 cakes, one after another, or 4 plied together, like holding the strands together?
And mom saying, no, no, not your biscuit. Yeah, gotta protect the biscuit. Oh, Marshall's here. Hi, Marshall. How are you doing today? And what are
Hi.
you currently working on? And Vanessa says, There are some great beginner-friendly patterns on Ravelry, free from Caitlin, I guess French,
French.
made with worsted weight yarns and larger needles. Not a lot of symbols, but lacy, quick, and easy. So that's a good, like for those of y'all that haven't done lace work yet, that kind of like, introduces you to it. So that would be a good designer to check out. And let's see. Sit is saying four applied together.
It depends on the yardage and also how much yardage it calls for in that pattern. Um, but I'll look into it. Let me write the name down and I'll look and see.
My baby's out. She is out cold. Oh, hold up. She's stirring. Ow. And digging her claws in. People want to see your face, Allie.
I think those cakes have either 800 or 1,000 and something yards.
Yeah, I had no idea how much yarn was in it, and I'm not familiar with that pattern either. Say, Allie says it's her sleep time.
874. Okay. It depends on what the pattern calls for, technically. If you have slightly more um, yardage than what it calls for, it might be enough, but you might have to, since you're going to use 4 cakes of yarn together, held together, depending on the needle size, you might need more, but I really don't know. I'll try to look and get back to you.
Ooh, Lisa's husband made scrambled eggs with cheddar cheese and bacon.
Mm.
Which, if I liked eggs, that would be delicious. But I can't. I can't do eggs. I know. I'm odd. But because I mean, I like what you call it, omelets. They look like they would be so good with all the stuff you can add to them. But
Mhm.
I've never been a fan of eggs. Let's see. Marshallie says, she's blessed and highly favored. On her hook is one of Bangladesh's crochet women's tops. Her easy adjustable woman's top, and what's on. She wants to know what's on our hooks. Where for me, I'm working on my very first gnome, and I'll go ahead and let Krystal answer.
I've been working on amigurumi order for my sister. I made a triceratop and a unicorn. I made Groot, which is from Guardians of the Galaxy, and now I'm working on a mermaid.
Yep, Marshallie, that's Krystal,
Hi.
the the Yorny chicken and crazy cat lady. Yeah, and we also have another guest star, Alley Cat, who's digging her claws in. Okay, let's see. I might ask you some alien questions, Krystal,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
I can find my list. Do I have them? Yeah, I should have them. Yeah, I did write them down somewhere. Oh well, I guess we're not going to do alien questions. I don't know where I put that. And it's kind of hard with Allie trying to search for it. So let's see. I guess I'll just ask y'all some getting to know you type questions. What what is your favorite thing to drink? Um, what's yours, Krystal?
Coffee in the mornings. And if I could drink it without it affecting me, making me jittery, would be Mountain Dew. But in place of that, I would have to say just unsweet tea.
Me, I mostly drink water. I do drink coffee, usually in the morning. That's basically what I drink. Um, I used to love soda, but I gave that up like 7 years ago. I drank way too much soda. Oh yeah, and I do like the crystal light type drink mixes in your water, or like the other brands. They don't have to be Crystal Light. Let's see. Brenda says coffee and water. Amy B says fruity black tea. Okay. Sid is saying in the tutorial she used Super Saver Ombre, two skeins of 384 yards and another color of the same type yarn, a half skein if that helps.
Okay.
Chris has been drinking beer. Are you visiting with aliens too, Chris? The little green guys came to visit you? Stephanie says tea for the most part. Lisa says Pete's coffee with caramel creamer. And then when I'm being naughty, a Moscow mule or a margarita. Yeah, you wanted to get the aliens tipsy in my giveaway video. Let's see. Sid says coffee and flavored water. I can't drink plain water, never have been able to.
Me too.
Anita says mellow yellow, L8 and lemonade. Lulu says I am sipping on a cut tea right now. Had water this morning, then coffee. Now the half cut tea. Lisa the Grammy says any kind of coffee. Hot, I guess hot, cold, iced or blended. Morsley says I love my coffee. I have 1 cup in the morning. Awesome. Okay. So those of y'all that have pets, I want y'all to tell me about your pets. And we'll start with Krystal.
Um, I got two cats, Oreo and Tom, which Tom's still MIA. Uh,
I miss
I Yeah, I do too. I really don't. Okay, see, he took off about a month ago, and he shows up every now and then at night, in at midnight or around, early morning, late night, whatever you want to call it. Um, but over the last week, I have not seen him show up, so I hope he's okay. But he's gotten to the point, I think he's been gone so long, something scared him initially, and I think he's turned feral because I cannot get
Oh,
close to him. I get about 5 feet away from him, and he takes off running in the other direction. It's like he don't even remember who I am. He knows his name because he'll turn and look at me, and every time I say his name, he'll look at me. But I don't know. It's stressful. And then I have four chickens, three brown leghorns. Their names are Lopsy, Stubby, and Squiggles. And then a New Hampshire red. Her name is Missy. Um, that's technically all I have for animals. But my mom did just get a kitten. I think a couple weeks ago they found it, and my brother now has a baby kitten inside, and it is so cute. They named her Vesta, Vesta.
she's
Adorable little kitten.
adorable. For me, of course, I have Allykins here. She's something else. She's a moody little cat,
Mm.
but I love
Oreo
her.
is the same.
Yeah, because Allie's a lot like Oreo,
Hmm.
where she has her little moods,
Hmm.
but you know, but if you go up to Allie and you pet on her, she eats it up. But she doesn't typically come to you. You normally have to go to her unless she's clingy. Then when she's clingy, she don't want to leave your side. Um, then there's Sophie, my social butterfly, my love bug. She loves, like, she purrs and purrs, and she'll do the little making biscuit things, making biscuits with her paws. Um, and she actually, so most of y'all know this, but she had taken off for like 2 months,
Hmm.
and I did not think she was coming back. Um, she's always been an indoor cat, and you know she was going 2 months, and all of a sudden one day she popped back up. So there's still hope, Krystal. There's still hope. Um, but yeah, it's like we didn't see no sign of her. And then all of a sudden one day Frank thought he saw her, and he comes like he came back home and he thought she was also in the yard, and then she ran under the house. So he tells me, I go outside and I'm like, Sophie, Sophie. So, I come back inside, not even 5 minutes later, I start hearing a meow at the front door. And I'm like, I thought it was Sophie, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to get my hopes up. Open the door, there she was. I was like, Sophie, you're home. but but that's my two fur babies. And let's see. Let me continue with the comments. There's a few more comments about favorite thing to drink. Chris says coffee. Amanda loves Mountain Dew. Kenny says water. Brenda says they have two dogs that love to lick and a kitten that's crazy. One thing, me and Frank have this joke, where you know how like cats, they clean themselves, and Frank's like they want to smell like tongue. So we always laugh, and we say that they have the aroma of tongue with how they lick themselves. Mom says I just have three grandcats: Tom, Oreo, and Vesta. Marshall says we had two blue nosed pit bull, uh, Onyx and Lola. Onyx died late last August, of cancer. Right now we have Lola. Oh, I'm so sorry you lost Onyx. Mom says Vesta's getting a lot like Oreo. She wants to be like her big cousin. I always think it's so cute how Oreo always sneaks in Crystal's mom's camper window.
Hmm.
Amanda says, well, the brigade consists of Theodore, the camera knocking over Pitbull, and Axel, our black lab. Lisa Lou Who says she has two dogs, Happy and Dexter. My daughter's black cat is Moonlight, and she has a guinea pig named Homer. My son has a guinea pig named Pluto, and two beta fish, but they live separately. Um, Marshall says, with me not being able to see, Lola keeps me company at home when everybody has to work. So it's me and her home. She's a family dog. I love Lola. Aw. See, I love hearing about everyone's pets. Brenda says she has to go get ready to head to her daughter's surprise birthday party. Oh, you have a good weekend, Brenda.
Bye, Brenda.
Yeah, tell her happy birthday, Brenda. And Sid says she has two small dogs. I thought I was going to have to put my almost 18-year-old down, but they gave her meds. They can't pull her teeth because she has a heart murmur, but she is well eating food. Oh, poor
I
dog.
think she means soft food.
Oh, okay. Oh, poor doggy. And let's see. I guess we'll go ahead and get into our little giveaways that we're going to be doing. You want to do yours first, Krystal?
Sure. All right, so I'm gonna be giving away a pattern of one of mine, and so one winner will receive one pattern.
Do you have a certain keyword you want everyone to use?
Um, I'm trying to think of something that we haven't used in the chat. Chocolate. How about the keyword chocolate?
Okay. Let me get Nightbot giveaway tool up. Okay, so type chocolate in the chat, all lowercase, and start now. And the pattern is worldwide. So everybody can enter for this one. The keyword is chocolate. My favorite chocolate bar, candy bar, Snickers. What's yours, Krystal?
Trying to think. Three Musketeers or Kit Kat.
Oh, Alice joined us. Hi, Alice. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Yeah, I've always loved Snickers. I love the Snickers ice cream. That's good. And let's see. Sid says her almost 18-year-old dog is named Baby Girl.
Aww.
Angela drinks mostly water and sweet tea. Lisa the Grammy says, I have a 17-year-old Chihuahua named Brutus. He only weighs 6 pounds and it's like having a toddler. He can't climb steps anymore. I have baby gates around the house to keep him safe. And Roberta says they have two cats. Boy is 18-pound Maine Coon. Ooh, those are beautiful. And baby girl is a 7-pound mix. She rules the house. And Alice is working on sunflower coasters. Okay, let's give it 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop in the name of love. Okay, so let's see who the lucky winner is going to be. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is Jody Kilman. Congrats, Jody. So, Jody, I'm going to need you to send me an email at justanotherstitch2020@gmail.com. And I will forward your information over to Krystal. And my email address is on the screen right here. And you can also find it in the description box of all my videos and also on my About page. So, woohoo, Judy. I'm sorry, Jody. I cannot talk today for some reason. That's okay, everybody. We're going to be doing another giveaway. I I am going to be giving away, if you live in the US, it's either going to be one of my patterns or a set of 3 stitch markers. If you live outside of the US, then it would just be a pattern. So let's see, what should I do for the word? Hmm. But I'm the same way. I'm trying to think of something. Um, let's see. You know what? Let's use the word um joy. Joy, all lowercase. So let's start now. Joy. Joy will be the key word. And like I said, if you live in the US, you have your pick of either a pattern or stitch markers. If you live outside of the US, then it would just be your choice of one of my patterns. Joy, 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 joy. Oh, we have Mary that joined us. Hi, Mary. How are you today? And what are you working on? Give it a little more time. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Okay. So let's see who the lucky winner is going to be. Ah, the winner is Alice Coleman. Congratulations, Alice. You are the winner. And send me an email at justanotherstitch2020 at gmail.com. And again, my email's at the bottom of the screen and it's in the description box of all my videos and on my about page. So yeah, congratulations. Okay, let me stop the screen. Okay. So I guess it's about that time to start wrapping things up. Is there anything you want to say, Krystal?
No, I don't think so, but thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming live with me. I always enjoy having you. And I want to also thank everybody that came join us today. I hope y'all had a good time and
Me too.
you know, I enjoyed interacting and talking with all of y'all and those that will be watching the replay. I want to thank y'all too. Feel free to answer any questions that we asked in today's live. And I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting to tell y'all about anything. I mentioned the giveaway, the collab giveaway. And for those that didn't hear me earlier, I'll be picking the grand prize winner Tuesday, May 31st at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And oh yeah, and I also want to remind everybody I have my kindness challenge going on. So and hopefully most of y'all have heard the message already. But I'm challenging everybody when they go and they watch their YouTube videos, and this could be like outside the Yorny community too. And really, I would love it if it went outside the Yorny community. Um, but when y'all watch your videos, leave a heartfelt comment to the content creators that you're watching their videos. Let them know what you really love about them. What you love about their channel. Maybe you learned something from them. Maybe you love their tutorials, love their designs. If they're, a channel that designs patterns. I mean, just like really do something to try to touch their heart with the comments, brighten their day, put a smile on their face. Um, so I think that covers everything. So I hope y'all all have a fabulous morning day. Be the light and bye. Take care, my Rally.